Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. I'm also a little winded. Probably should have got some water. But today's video, as you saw by the title, we'll be doing my top favorites from 2021. So much makeup here. I'm so excited though. First, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. Alright, so I'm so excited. First we're gonna go kind of with some honorary mention brands, I feel like, because I have so many like groups of products. Like I have different categories, so it might be easier to go like primer, foundation, but I feel like there are some like real champion brands this year that I want to highlight first before I go like product by product. First, one big one that I just fell in love with this year is definitely Jaclyn Cosmetics. We have 3 products here. The first one that I tried, which I think I tried last year, but it definitely was a favorite in 2021, is the Ice Highlighter. So it's just a super gorgeous like formula where it really just melts into your skin and it looks so beautiful on the face. And I truly love it. I think the baked formula to it is just like perfection, honestly, and I really love that it came in a mini because then I could love it and try it without breaking the bank on a huge highlighter that I will never go through. So I love this. I love the formula. Love everything about it. It's just so pretty. It's nice and it works so well. It lasts all day, but it's not like, to me, it's not the most like, it's not like you have glitter across your face or like anything super crazy, but it isn't like subtle. It's a very nice medium where like if you put a light dusting of it, it just looks naturally like ooh, and then if you put like go a little bit more ham, you can really like party it up. So I really love the formula. I think it's gorgeous. Enough said. One of my favorite products of this entire year, just really this came into my life and could not be more excited to have tried it, is the Jaclyn Translucent Setting Powder, the pressed powder. It is so gorgeous. I think it is so lovely. It's so beautiful because it sets your face, but it doesn't dry out your skin or anything like that. The white is a little scary, but I promise it's not really like you can't see that on the face. It's like a light dusting of color. You can just, I really just made it look white on my hand, but it doesn't look like that. You guys have seen me use it, so you know, honestly, I don't even need to justify it because you've seen me use it 1,000 times because it's that good. It really just sets your face, but lets it like live a little, and I love that. It really just lets your skin breathe and look good and glowy and fresh and without mattifying it. So I love that about this powder. It is so stunning. You can see I've used and abused it because I love it. I think this is slightly better. It's okay, we're focusing on the products anyway, so it's okay. Next we have the duo, the Stay Rosy, the bronzer and blushing duo in Stay Rosy and Yummy Toffee, again from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I love this duo so freaking much. The blush is not my favorite kind of blush. I really wish that there was a little, it was like a little bit different, but you know, minor details. The bronzer though is so divine. I want a bronzer single, honestly, because it's that stunning. It literally just like blends itself, honestly. It looks so natural, but like very, it really not wakes your skin up. It really like warms your face up is what I was trying to say. And it does that so freaking well. The formula is seamless though. It's like you can't make your makeup, your bronzer can't look muddy with this or patchy or anything like that. It literally is just like flawless. And so I love that so much, and I think that so good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I got it half off during the 21 Days of Beauty, so I would stick around to see what other products go half off because Jaclyn Cosmetics really did it for me this year. And there are some other products that I've tried that I've liked, but these were definitely favorites, standouts. Another brand that I want to give a good and fresh scream shout out to is definitely Milani Cosmetics. I did a full face of Milani for the first time recently, a couple months ago. But anyway, I just fell in love with so many products that it's just, the brand is one of my favorites at the drugstore, and it's just like enough said. This is the Hydrating Skin Tint. I'm surprised I'm not done with this, honestly. I probably have less than half left because you can see the little like see through it there because I love it that much. It is such a great like skin tint, if you will. It just leaves your skin looking so glowy, so dewy, so fresh, but you like, I don't know how to explain it. Like obviously you look put together like you have makeup on, but it's like so skin-like that it's almost like you don't like double look at people like, oh my gosh, why is she wearing a full face, you know? It's kind of just a perfect combination of everything. It is very light coverage, and they only have like 4 shades, I think, but this light to medium honestly could work for quite a few shades. So I'm not justifying like, oh, they Like, I'm not saying, I think they should have came out with more shades, of course, but I am saying that if you do want to try it, I'm sure one of the shades will work for you. Just a heads up. But yes, I love it. It is so good. Like, ultra luminous skin tint, sheer to light coverage, melts into skin for naturally dewy glow. It is so, that is so true. So freaking good. Ugh, I love that. I love that product. I'm so excited. I love talking about my favorites because then it just gets me going. I'm like, yes, queen. Next we have the Milani Supercharged Braiding Under Eye Tint, another one that you've heard me talk about and use so much on my channel. All these products you've heard me talk about, so it's not a lie. I'm not making it up. This is so good under the eyes. It is so creamy, so like flawless under the eyes, and I love that in a product, especially a product like this where it's almost meant to be used with other products. Like, obviously you can use it on its own, under foundation, over foundation, under concealer, over concealer, anything like that. You can use it like that, but to me it's like seen like by itself. But I just mean like in general, I like to use it in combination with concealer to brighten up my concealer. And it works so well. It's such a like lightweight product that it doesn't feel like, when you add it to other products, it doesn't feel too heavy or anything like that. It's very lightweight, but it does really brighten, and I love that. I have the shade 120 Peach. It's not super pink. It looks like the way that it is on the bottle is the way the color that it is on real life, but it's not super pink. It's just hard to tell. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's not pink. It is a little bit more peachy, but again, it's not pink. So just a heads up, it works for my tan skin if that makes a difference to you and which color you pick up. I think there are like 3. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'm talking too much about certain one product, and like we're gonna be here all night. Next we have the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade 05 Soleil. One of my first like Milani products that I truly was like, oh my gosh, this is my brand. I love this brand because this product bronzer is so beautiful. It's kind of similar to the Jaclyn, where it just blends itself and it kind of just does the work for you. Now this does have shimmers in it, and I know a lot of people don't like it because of that. There are like shimmers in it. For me, on the face, you can't even really tell, and it adds that effect, that like natural glow from within kind of effect, in my opinion. So it just depends on your preferences, but it is so skin-like and just so beautiful and flawless and effortless, and I love that about that bronzer. So good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And then last but not least, we have the Milani, I don't even know what they're called because they don't have anything on it, but they're the cute lipsticks. And this is in the shade 420 Tease. I love this color. This lipstick formula is so freaking good. It's a little bit more matte than the other Milani lipsticks, the Color Statement lipsticks. These are a little bit more matte, and so I like that. They're not completely transfer proof, but they do stay a little bit better than some of the other Milani lipsticks that I love. So I really love this formula. The color is stunning. It's like my perfect nude, and it's so scrumptious. I love to wear this, and like, stop, look at this. Like, if someone, like, if you're at like out to dinner and you pull this out, it's like, come on, I'm bougie. Like, you look bougie, and I love the whole experience with these lipsticks. And if I didn't have like a super huge lipstick collection, I probably would like go and invest in more, like maybe a red or something like that, because the formula is so good, and it is a really great lipstick formula, and just the experience that I want more, but it's like, I don't need any more. I don't need more lipsticks, but you know. Another collection that I kind of took a deep dive back into, because when I first started out in makeup, you kind of wanted, like, when I first started out, it was very drugstore heavy for sure, but there was also like that inkling, that like desire to buy from Sephora. And at the time, the cheapest, well, still to this day, but at the time, the only thing I could get was a Sephora collection from Sephora, and so that's what I was buying. And my mom loved that too, so that's why I was buying it. Well, like, I was going with her. So I used it when I first started makeup, then I haven't for a while, and then I just kind of took another deep dive into the Sephora collection this past year. And oh my gosh, I would truly never forgive myself if I forgot this product. Anyway, I really took a deep dive back into this brand this past year. Now, you guys know this one I've loved for quite a while. This is Sephora Colorful Crayon Contour Eye Pencil in the shade Tiramisu. It's the prettiest brown shade you will ever wear in your life. It is just like, rich and delicious and scrumptious, and it really takes a look there. Like, if you're someone who's like wearing a neutral look for the day, you know, and then you want to go out that night, but you only have a couple minutes, girl, you throw this in your waterline and it takes your look there. It does it for you. I love this, and it's bulletproof. It's literally waterproof. It does not move. So I love this formula. You guys know I've loved this for quite a while, and this past year I just, you know, kind of justify it. And I always go to add more colors, but I have so many eyeliners that it goes back and forth. But once I use up some other eyeliners, I could probably live on this eyeliner formula for the rest of my life. Probably truly could. But then I also tried the Sephora Size Up Mascara. When I saw they came out with this, I wanted it so bad. I was like, I need it. It looks so good, exactly what I'd like, and it really does. I do think that once it kind of had its time, don't try to push it because it really can get clumpy just because of the type of formula. It's kind of more dry and then it grabs your lashes funky. So don't push it like longer than it needs to. But girl, I use and abuse this product. It is so freaking good. It really gives you that size up kind of effect. You feel like your lashes like double and like triple. Like it's just so good. Your lashes look so good and voluminous. You've seen me wear it and they just look like false lashes, honestly. And it's shocking because this mascara is only $12. I've tried like $25 mascaras and nothing compares to this, and I love that, especially for the price. And you guys know last year would have been my Tarte mascaras would have been my ride or die, but these have, like, some of these have just kind of taken that step forward because of their pricing, you know. So then last but not least, from the Sephora collection I just fell in love with this year was the Clean Glowing Skin Foundation. I have the shade 19 here. Again, one of those products you guys know I love so freaking much. It is so perfect. What I like about this one is that it does give you that like glowing skin-like kind of vibe, very fresh and awake kind of skin, but it has a little bit more coverage, and not that it's full coverage or anything like that, but it has a bit of coverage, and I like that because when I want something to look more put together, like tonight I'm going to my cousin's birthday party, like obviously I don't want to be super glam because it's not that kind of party, but like I want to be put together and like to wear makeup, I would go for something like this because it has that coverage. And so I love this product, and I think it really is one of those things that really came into my life and has rocked my world because it's like this has been one of the greatest, like one of the best I don't know, examples of you can have your cake and eat it too. You can do both with this product because you can have your coverage and your glowy, fresh, hydrating skin. You don't have to compromise one or the other. I have so many products that are light coverage that I love, and I have so many products that are medium coverage that I love, but nothing that kind of took into the middle before this one. So I love this so much, and it's hard to explain all these products because sometimes, you know, you almost use the same descriptions, but like you mean different things, so it's hard. But like this is very unique if that's something that changes whether you buy it or not. And it's only $20. Like, yes, honey. Just because it's easier the way that I'm going, I'm going to just mention like a couple more brands. Another brand that of course you guys know I love is Rare Beauty. I don't even need to talk too much about this because you guys know the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer has been my favorite for a while. It never fails to be my favorite, and that's why I want to keep sharing it with you, is because like I don't want you to ever think that, oh, it's been replaced, because it's not. It's just it's not true. I just literally love this primer more than any other primer that I've tried, and that's so shocking because it's been my favorite for so long. And so I want to keep letting you know when it is, because once I stop letting you know that it is, then it better be just that I found something else, you know, which is not the case right now. So this is definitely a holy grail status, one of my favorite primer of life, one that I will repurchase because I love it that much. And then the Rare Beauty, what is it called? Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. I love this. It is a really nice setting spray, and this is newer to my collection, but I feel like it's so good that it's kind of like, you know, I don't need to like kind of keep testing it, put it through the ringer, because I know it's that good. It really does like melt your makeup into place and really make it look more skin-like and lifelike, but it does give you a little bit of glow and a little bit of oomph that I love, and it's nothing too glowy, too luminous, too dewy. It's the perfect amount, and it really melts your makeup in, and it does, and not that it makes my makeup last super long, but I don't feel like my makeup comes right off, you know. So I really do like this. I think it is a really great prep spray if you want to wear it like that too. I like it for all around. Like I love to put on primer, spray it on, you know, then do some of my makeup before highlighter, spray it on, do my highlighter, the rest of my makeup, and then spray it on at the end. I love that. I think it's so good for that. And this is a 10 out of 10 product as well. I have so many favorite setting sprays is the thing, just so you're aware. So setting spray is not that like earth-shattering as like a favorite primer, because I have so many favorites. People have done it so well with setting spray, honestly, just heads up. All right, and then the last brand, I have a couple other repeat brands, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to go brand by brand anymore. The last brand I just want to show you that I really another brand that I dove into this past year was Makeup by Mario. Now these again are newer, but I can already tell you, bro, this brand, that would be a cute thumbnail. This brand is totally my freaking my aesthetic. It's just my brand, and I love that. Between Rare Beauty and Makeup by Mario, I'm gonna have no money because I'm gonna spend it all at Sephora. This bronzer is so good. It's a soft sculpt bronzer. It is so just easy, beautiful, but it's not, you know, you don't have to think about if you're gonna want to wear something with shimmer or not, whatever. It's a perfect matte bronzer, and nothing beats the simplicity of this bronzer. You just bronze your skin and you move on with your life. There's no thought to it. Do I want something more? No, there's no thought to it, and I love that. And again, I've said, like, I love so many bronzers, clearly, but they're all unique in some sense, and this is just, it's unique. The unique aspect to this one is that it's simple. It's just a bronzer. You don't have to think about it, overthink about it. Is it going to be too light, too dark, it's just a bronzer. Just bronze your skin up and go on with the day. It is so perfect, and the formula, seamless, does not move, bro. Does not move. I love it. It's so good. Again, it's newer. The packaging, not a 10 out of 10, just because it gets real dirty, but product 10 out of 10. You can see the wear in it, and I don't even think I've had it for like that long. And then next is obviously the blush. I love the blush as well. And I love all the other products that I've tried for them. These have been the ones that I reach for every day though, honestly. So that's why I didn't mention everything, but I love the brand Makeup by Mario, I should mention. But this is the soft powder blush in the shade Wildberry. Girl, so scrumptious, so delicious. It just looks so beautiful, and it really is that soft pop blush. It really makes your cheeks like, oof, gives them that umph. But it's blendable, it's smooth, you can build it up. Like if you want it subtle, you can wear it subtle. If you want it bold, you can wear it bold, the whole nine. And so I think it's just so perfect, and any way you wear it, you're good, you know? So I love that. 10 out of 10. I have so many products to go, and we have not even, and we're already 20 minutes in. Alright, let's start off. But next we're just going with another primer, the Essence Prime Plus Studio Hydrating Skin Refreshing Primer. I love this primer so much. It's very nice for when you just want something to hydrate your face, smooth out your skin, and call it a day. When you don't need something glowy or matte or anything like that, you just want something smoothing and just beautiful, but that really does hydrate your skin. This is it. It's literally the perfect primer. It's $5. You can't go wrong. Enough said. Love it. Rapid fire. Another foundation, the Oma by Sharon C Flawless Skin Perfecting Foundation. Oh my gosh, this is so good when you want something more medium, fuller coverage that isn't as glowy or as dewy. Not that it's matte or anything like that. It's more of like a, it is more, I don't want to bite my tongue. It's just not matte, I should say. I'll just say. And I love that. It's more set, if you will, than some of my other glowy products. It's not quite as glowy, which I like from time to time. When I want something more closer to matte, then I'll go for this. And I love the coverage to it. It's so beautiful. It doesn't make you feel heavy or cakey or anything like that. It's so beautiful. It is like skin-like. It is really that skin perfecting foundation, but it has more coverage than a skin tint, you know? So there's that. I would 10 out of 10 recommend. You can pick it up at Walmart. I'd say go get it while you can. Two concealers. You guys know I've talked about these nonstop the entire year. I think I picked them up at the end of 2020, and then I've been using them for the year straight. The NYX Born to Glow Radiant Concealer. I'm probably almost done with this one. Literally, there's like not much in there. I have the shade True Beige. I love this concealer. It is so beautiful. This is one for when I want more coverage than some other concealers. Than when I want more coverage than this concealer, because this one has a more like medium coverage kind of base, but it literally gives, it's so radiant. It is so radiant, so beautiful under the eyes, but it's skin like, easy to blend. That's the word, blendable. It's just like creamy. It looks so good under the eyes, and you look so youthful and awake that it's kind of like you want this coverage, because why not have your cake and eat it too, you know? That's definitely this product. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And then next, again, the LYS Brightening Concealer. This is my second one of these because I just love it so much. It is that very lightweight kind of concealer. Very light coverage, lightweight. Not even super light coverage. It does have a little bit more medium coverage. The NYX just has more coverage. This gives you a nice coverage, which is so unique about it, that it is just so freaking blendable, so smooth. It's like, I don't even know how to, it's the, like, NYX is like perfect, but like e.l.f. is just like more perfect because it has more of the extremes. Like it's less coverage, yes, but it's still medium, like more medium, light medium coverage. And it's still like creamy, yes, just like the NYX, but it's like more creamy, more flawless under the eyes. And it's only freaking $5. Like this one you can't go wrong with. I do find myself though, like when I used it up, I was in shock when I used it up because I felt like, I did use it a lot, so that makes sense, but I felt like it used up kind of fast, so that might just be one down thing. I don't know how many ounces and stuff you get, but I'm sure it's not as much as NYX anyway, but I I love it. So freaking good. Quickly, setting powder. Of course, the NYX HD Finishing Powder. I love this finishing powder. I just recently got it a little bit ago, and you can, I don't even know if you could tell, but there's so much wear in it. It's not even funny because I love it so much. It really is that more matte setting powder, but without being drying or cakey or whatever. It literally just sets your face so nicely. I love that. Your makeup does not move with this because it's set in place, but I don't look like a freaking old hag. I don't look crepey and dry or anything like that, and I love that. And that was the fear with a white setting powder like this that doesn't claim to be luminous or glowy, because you get scared that it's going to dry out the life out of your face, but it didn't do that. So very, very excited about that. Get the little one for $3.50. You won't be disappointed. My co-sauce is looking crazy. This is the co-sauce Cloud Set Powder. Yes, honey, we've used and abused this baby. I didn't even realize how long I had this for, because it kind of came into my collection and just became a part of my collection. It's one of those staples that I can't live without. It is so beautiful, so smoothing. Literally, it's that cloud set. You just set it just like adds like a soft, beautiful layer onto your skin. Like, it's not as luminous as the Jaclyn Cosmetics one, but it's not as matte as the NYX one. So it's kind of like that baby between them, and I love it. I think it is so gorgeous. It's expensive, it is, but I say it's worth it. It is worth it. It's lasted me quite a long time, and I use and abuse this sucker, is my point, and it does really last a long time. There is some like hard pan around the sides here. I think it's just because like if I'm putting it, like I'm setting my face, I'm putting it over my foundation, and so my foundation is wet, and then I put it in, and then that's what creates that, I think. But I love it. It's so good. I cannot go wrong. Ugh, so obsessed. Then another favorite that I've talked about for these past few months, or like this past month, the Huda Beauty like Baby Bake and the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. So I have the shade Sugar Cookie in the big guy, and then the shade Banana Bread in the little guy, and I love them both. I love them both for different occasions. When I want something more natural and just skin tone like, I go for this one. If I want something brighter and a little bit more like oof, I go for this one. So good. The formula is superb, and I've said it 100 times already, but it's kind of like that. It sets your makeup, but it doesn't dry you out. It's perfect. And I was surprised because I thought this was going to be a super drying concealer on setting powder on my dry skin, but it's not. So that is amazing. 10 out of 10 would recommend. All right, real quick, we're jumping to highlighters. I already mentioned all my bronzers, and I have blush this year really let me down. I really didn't have too many favorite blushes. I had like the ones that I used obviously because I wore blush, but it's just like I didn't know, just wore what color I wanted to wear, not necessarily like fell in love with the formula besides the makeup I'm on. So whatever, it's okay. Then we have two highlighters here. Of course, we have the Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Highlighter. I've talked about this nonstop. You can see that wear and tear in there. I have the shade 201 Daybreak Glimmer. So freaking good. It just is that perfect like highlighter where it's subtle, but it gives you that extra oomph. It's like you look at me and you're like, oh, and then I turn inside and you're like, oh. It's exactly that. I love it. It is so beautiful. It really does melt into your skin and kind of makes your skin look a lot more oof, and it doesn't make your makeup look like oof. You know what I mean? It makes your skin shine. Skin lights. I love it. So freaking good. Another one was the the Becca. The Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. I love this product as well. So freaking good. I think definitely, like, some of the other ones are a little bit more exciting because everyone's heard it all before about the Becca Champagne Pop, but it is so worth it. It's so good, and like if you can get these Smashbox collaboration, or if you see these at like TJ Maxx's and Marshall's, because they're obviously phasing them out, pick it up while you can, because obviously they have their collaboration with Smashbox, but that just means they probably won't go on sale as often because they're kind of more, I don't want to say sacred because that sounds bad, but they're a little bit more, what is the word? Limited is a word for it. You know what I mean? So that's just a heads up. All right, real quick, we'll go into brows. A couple favorites from brows. I have a few here. Of course, the Patrick Ta brow shaping wax. I didn't know what I needed in my life till I got this, and I don't wear too much recently, just because I don't sit down too much to do my makeup for fun. Like usually it's for a video or something like that. So I gotta get back into the routine of just like doing my makeup when I want to, because that'll definitely like help me use this more. But I loved it. I think it really just was exciting for me because I got to try something that I was terrified to try, but you know, really just kind of step out of my comfort zone a little bit. And I think that's why this became a favorite so fast, because it was like, I know, I cherished it a little bit more because it was something unique and new and innovative and different that I got to try. And so I felt like that was really awesome, and yes. And then I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen in the shade Dark Brown. Same kind of deal. The Milani one is good too. I don't know where that one is, but this one I really just love because it's perfect. And again, it was the same kind of thing. It was the first time I've tried a brow pen like this, and it's just fun and innovative and new, and I really got to like deep dive into this, and I love it. I love the way my brows look when I do the Patrick Ta and this ABH. It's perfect. Probably could like fill in some of my brows right now. It is just so easy to use. You just kind of draw on your brows and then you're good to go. And it seems like so like you would think it's harder than it is, but it's really just not. It's really just super easy. And I'm obviously looking at my camera, so I just whatever. And then next we have the Oma by Sharon C 1 and Done 2-in-1 Brow Styler. Another one that I just love. I really do love the brow pencil side of it. I like the gel. I just wish that there was a spoolie, and so I find myself like wanting to fill in my brows, go in with a spoolie, and then go in with a gel. You know, that's obviously like we'd need like 8 compartments to do all that. But I like the wand because it's so little that I don't feel like it goes out of control too fast. You can really just kind of ease your way into using the gel and putting it into your brows. That's what happens when you use your camera as your mirror. I feel like it's just a very easy brow product, and it's so simple that like it's like you just can throw this in in your bag, and then when you're trying to go somewhere, you just can just throw it in your brows. Like it's easy. It is easy. You don't have to bring 6 different products, and you know, so it makes sense. It's just, you know, that one little gripe that I have, but it's totally fine. I have a million spoolies anyway, so I can get over it. But the formula is superb. Your brows do not budge all day. All right, and then next we have some lip products. The Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk in the shade medium 2. You guys know how much I love this girl. She's so gorgeous, and it really just takes your lips. There, look how juicy they look and voluptuous. I love this. I love the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners, but this color is what really does it for me. If you're someone who's a more medium skin tone, don't try the regular Pillow Talk because it's a little too pink. I would go for the Pillow Talk 2 medium because it really is that like more medium skin tone, that like medium shade that like really just takes your lips there. The formula does not move. It is beautiful formula. Superb. Creamy when it goes on, but nothing too like creamy where it slides all over the place. It's the perfect formula. It is, and it's expensive, but it's the perfect formula. So heads up. And then also the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Longwear Lipstick in the shade Cinnamon Bun. Do I need to put it on? Because like I put it on in every single video I talk about it in, because it smells so good first of all, but it's so perfect. It's literally that perfect like nude shade, and it is a little bit more of a darker nude, but it's perfect. It literally, when it dries down, it does transfer onto stuff is what I've noticed, but it doesn't come off. It's very odd. It's like kind of like a version of a what are those called, lip stain, where like the glossy part comes off but the stain is still there, but it's almost different because it's way more pigmented than a stain. So it's very bizarre, but I love it, and you know, you can't go wrong. $20, I hate that because I want to buy 15 more of them, but I've talked about that so much that I don't want to go into too much detail. We're already going to be here all day. Then we have 2 setting sprays quickly. Of course, you guys know the Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa, but like I really made some progress this year because I love it. I think it is starting to go bad because it smelled weird the last time I used it, and I was in shock. I was like, what? This is not the smell. But I think it's because I've had it so long, so I gotta use it up. But I love this product. So glowy, so dewy. It is extremely glowy, extremely dewy. If you do not like that, you will not like this. It is, on some days I can't wear it because I'm like, I don't want to be that glowy, you know? But it really does take your makeup there, so that's just a heads up. If you're someone who wants the glow, do it. Do it. You will not regret it. If you're someone who does not want the glow, stay far away. Stay far away. And then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I went through an entire one of these. This is my second one, and I'm almost done with it because this is the only product that I've found that truly does make your makeup last longer. You know, I have so many that setting spray. I have so many that like are fine for that. They work. They do make your makeup last longer, but this is the one that really just locks it in. It kind of creates a shield. It's like, and then your face does not move. This is the one I love to wear with a mask because I feel like it's the least amount of transfer, and it's just like all night when I do shows and stuff, I want to wear this because I know that my makeup's going to stay from the minute I put it on until the end of the show. And so it's just like, I hate it. It's the same as the lip liner. You hate it because it's obviously expensive. First of all, they do have minis, which is nice. They just go through them faster, obviously. But it's like one of those things that you just might have to splurge on because it's that good. It is so freaking bomb. So freaking bomb. Alright, let's go on with some eyeshadow palettes. I only have 4 here because, I don't know, this year I really used a lot. Like, I used a lot of my eyeshadow palettes. I wasn't just using one at a time. One that I, of course, reached for a lot was this Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl. I just loved it just to, you know, throw a couple I loved it to throw a couple shades in the crease, one on the lid, and then you're good to go. It's a very great combination palette, honestly, because, like, if you need, like, an extra shade, they're, like, all in here, and so I love that. It smells delightful. It's a fun palette. It's a fun experience. Loved it this year. Really glad I got it. One that I also am so glad that I got was the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe Divine Neutrals. Morphe's not my favorite formula, but these Jaclyn palettes are always so good. And so, again, the same thing with the, everything I say, I'm saying a word, but then I just put other letters to it. I don't know why why I'm having that kind of problem today. But anyway, the same thing as the Too Faced one, where I love just using the mattes here and just really creating something nice, smoky, deep, and dramatic, and then a shimmer. And then, like, it was just beautiful. And sometimes I wouldn't even put the shimmer on because I just love the way the mattes look. The mattes blend. You can see the use I got into this shade here. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's like all used and abused, because I do love this palette. It's so easy, and I love how almost cheap it is. That sounds bad, but I don't feel bad using it up because it's so, like, you know, I don't know, I could throw it in my bag, whatever, and I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess it up, you know? It's not like that. It's a very nice palette. A very nice and easy palette. Another one that came into my life and blew my mind, the Artist Couture Supreme Bronze Eyeshadow Palette. I've talked about it non-stop. It's so freaking gorgeous. The mattes in here are so beautiful. They blend themselves so smooth, and the shimmers are so unique, and they're beautiful, and they're just stunning. This is definitely a glam palette. If you're not into that, you won't like this. But if you are, girl, she will be your best friend. And what people say about Artist Couture formula is not a lie. It is true. It is so good, and you just, like, you don't understand, because it's like kind of like, how do you justify spending that much money on a palette? But it's like, you know, wait, like, you literally can, because it's that good, you know? So if you see yourself using any of these shades, I would say get it. I love to, like, you know, I love how they just lay it out for you super easy. You could just throw, like, this one in the crease, this one in the outer corner, gorgeous. This one in the crease, this one in the outer corner, this one in the crease, this one in the outer corner, any of the shimmers on the lid, and it just, like, kind of creates the look for you, and I love that. It's so beautiful. I talk about that one a lot on my channel too, because it just really shocked me. I was very surprised. Another one that shocked me was, of course, the Beauty Bay Wilderness Eyeshadow Palette. I haven't used it too much recently because I've gotten so many new ones, but I love this palette, and I think the formula was so spectacular. It is fascinating at how, like, I could have slept on this brand for so long. And I usually don't love, like, you know, a lot of people talk about the like, Sydney Grace and, like, the random, that was a mistake. They talk about the random brands and kind of the not the ones you can't get at Sephora and Ulta and stuff like that. And so that was this one, and I kind of wrote it off. But when I saw this palette, I was like, I just need it, and it was so it's beautiful. Everything about this palette is stunning except for the reds. The reds aren't the best, but the rest of the palette is literally beautiful. Formula is superb. I think it's only $15. Like, you cannot go wrong with this palette. If you love the colors, if you do musicals, like or shows, school shows or anything like that, where you need lots of color for it, oh my gosh, you cannot go wrong. Cannot go wrong. So freaking bomb, so good. Formula is spectacular. And then the last few mascaras that I just have to mention are all from Essence. So the Essence, the Lash Princess, the regular one, is so good. My stopper did a weird thing the one day I went to use it, and oh wait, was it this one? Dude, I think it just, I swear, I went to use this one day, and the stopper, like, it pulled out, and the whole wand was coated with mascara, and I was like, what the freak? But I thought the stopper got stuck in there. I think the stopper got stuck up in there, so when I pulled it out, the stopper wasn't taking the product off, and I was like, what the heck? So I haven't used it for a while, so I closed it back up, and so the stopper probably went back on. But so bizarre. But this mascara is so good. I need to repurchase it, because it's just a great staple to have. It makes your lashes look long, voluptuous, curled, everything you want, and lengthened, separated, but also voluminous. It's just a perfect mascara. Everyone has talked about it. You guys know. And then the Lash Princess Curl and Volume Mascara is really nice as well. I do like the regular one a little bit better, but this one is nice if you really want that curl and volume. If you don't need length, your lashes are long enough, this one will be your best friend, because it really does curl your lashes, make them look real girly and like, oomph. And then you get that volume too, and I love that about this mascara too. Again, I have to, like, if they ran out of the green one or was sold out or whatever, I wouldn't mind buying this one. I would just get this one instead. But I do like the green one, so if I had a preference, I'd go green. But if you have a different preference, pink is good too. And then the I Love Extreme Limited Volume Extreme Mascara, whatever this is, definitely for that volume. If you want that voluminous kind of vibe, she's your girl. I love this wand though because it really grabs all your lashes and like, oof, puts them up, and I love that. All my mascaras are drying out, honestly, because I got them all around the same time, so that was a stupid mistake on my part, but I love this mascara so much. So freaking good. Essence makes the best mascaras, hands down, ever, in life, ever, in ever. And last thing, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Merit Beauty. I these three, but I won't go into too much detail, but I wanted to give a big shout out to Merit Beauty because they did send me these products free of charge, and I could not be more thankful. I think that this brand really just has a special place in my heart because of that. Like, they took a chance on someone who's clearly not a huge YouTuber or anything like that, and they just recently emailed me and was like, you need a refresh on any of your products, like, can we send you blah blah blah. And I just, to me, that is like, it's I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, I'm speechless. That's how I explain it. I'm literally speechless. It makes me speechless because it is so exciting. And I want to give a big shout out because they have amazing, amazing products. We have the Merit Tinted Lip Oil, which is my favorite. I love it. And it's just so beautiful. Am I going to add it on top because that's what we do here? It literally is a tinted lip oil. Like, it's not going to call itself a tinted lip oil and pretend it's a liquid lipstick. It's not like that. It's not sticky at all. It's literally a lip oil with some color, and I love that. It's perfect formula for a tinted lip oil. They did it so right. And then we have the Perfecting Complexion Stick, which I love as well. This one, I haven't had too much time to use this one. Because I think I got the wrong shade, but also because I have so many like other foundations and stuff like that. But it really is so gorgeous, and I love it. Like, if you just want something very light, just cover a couple spots, this is perfect for that because it's nothing full coverage or gonna, you know, cover your entire face. You'll probably go through this like, what if you cover your entire face? But it's so nice, and it's just a really great product. The brow gel is a true star. Definitely one of my favorite products from them because it is such a nice, like, look at this wand. It's so freaking cute, but it really does grab your lashes and your brows and make them not move. It literally holds, like, it's not a ridiculously filled product, if you will. Like, it's not like there's mad product in this. It's not like that, and so I love that as well because it's just nicely, like, it's a nice way of doing a brow gel because it's so natural. It's so easy. If you want more, you can apply more. Like, that's, you don't feel like you have no control with this. And I absolutely love that because I hate brow gels most of the time. And this one is just so good. So I wanted to just give them a great shout out. If you want to try any of my products, there is a link down below. Wow, any of my products. If you want to try any of these products, they do have a link down below if you want to follow that link. Help a girl, support a girl. But also try some really amazing products. So yes, guys, that is it for this video. Very long video. We'll go with my favorite quote that I always say: difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. And right now, I do feel like I'm going through some difficult roads, but I just know I have so much hope in my heart that I know it's going to come out well. And I'm so excited to see what the future holds. So, sorry this video is so freaking long. What were your 2021 favorites? Are any of these your favorites as well? Did you love any of these brands that I mentioned? Anything else I should try? Do I need to try something else in my life? That is it for this video. Bye, guys.